Hi there, thank you for watching. I just want to demonstrate in this video how to turn a dark image like this, or an image that was taken in a dark environment, for example street photography at night, or maybe a nightclub, or in this case a performance, into something you want to show your friends and family or maybe post online. As for this photo, this was taken in a dark environment in the mountains of Bali, somewhere in Ubud, a traditional area, and the woman here that was performing was only lit up by some fire. There was like a torch in front of her. I should say that if you have a source of light hitting your subject, that will help tremendously in the post-processing part of editing your image. Just a little bit of light can go a long way. Anyway, let's start off here with the basic sliders. So here we have exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows, whites and blacks. If you just want to get your image out quickly, or you don't really like editing, you can just go highlights up and blacks down, and you're done. Though I think it would be nice to crop this slightly to kind of, you know, make it nicer. Okay, there we go. But I think we should expand on this a little bit more. So from here, as you can see, her arms and clothing are a little bit too dark. They're kind of lost in the dark, where most of the light is illuminating her face, which is fortunate for us. So what we can do is go to the masking area, select the mask. In this case, maybe the easiest might be object. So let's select object and just paint over her, and this should highlight all the contrasty parts that are her body and her arms. So you can do this with any photo, and it should, or it almost worked. Let's see, you can just press O and you can see what is highlighted. Okay, so I think we need to add a little bit more. Let's add some more object and highlight this again. So this is basically just Lightroom. It's a computer, it's an application. It doesn't know what is an arm and what is a particular object and where it ends. It's just kind of gauging the contrast. So I think that's enough. Let's bring highlights of that up a bit. Okay, that looks nice. That looks nicer. But I think we have clipped the highlights a little bit here on her hands. See, her hands are a little bit too white there. Looks like a flash has been flashed at her. Let's bring down the whites a little bit, and I think that works. I think we just need to adjust the temperature, the white balance. And I should also mention, as this photo was probably taken with a high ISO, let's check that. This was taken at ISO 12,800. So as you can see, there's a lot of grain in the image. So what we can do, denoise, select luminance, and just adjust this accordingly. Okay, that looks a lot better, but her face still looks a little bit too soft because we went too far with the noise reduction. But what we can do is combat that with adjusting the texture up here. I went a little bit too far with that, but that's okay. Now, the texture you don't want to touch when your subject is well lit, because it's going to bring the unflattering parts of their face and make them more pronounced. But for this is a very low quality image at a high ISO, so it does not really affect it too much. And from there, what can we do? I think that's about it. It's done. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope that helped.